Alright, so now, technically, in order to extend the game a little longer, they added prologues. 2 of them. During your second playthrough of this portion, you can raise Lloyd and Ruxia's level by 15. As a result, enemies can be swiftly defeated by few attacks, which is helpful. It is also possible to view only chapter key events and skip both the dungeon and the boss at the end. You know what? I'll probably take this. Normally you can start normally, but I need the extra 15 so I don't have to do all the bullshit. Start with raise by 15. 12:05 of March. Emperor territory of Crossbell, east side, Dumgren Hill. You will know what that is when I play Azure later. Oh, not Azure, Trusted Zero. Republican Army, 2nd Area Division Armor Regiment. Emperor Army, 9th Division. If you're wondering why they're fighting each other, it's for Crossbell, technically. You're wondering, how is the Empire losing all of a sudden?
Bergen guns have been hit! Sir, we can't compete with airships in terrain like this. Oxens might be powerful, but they're still tanks!
We don't have to, just focus on defense! The others will take care of destroying them!
The Panzer units. Technically it's called Panzer units.
Are they the Empire's new weapons?
Yes, they are.
Compete with something so mobile. There's nothing to fear. They may be mobile, but they're a damn sight easier to handle than that purple devil of Crossbell. What the? Huh? Hello! Incoming at 3 o'clock! What the hell?
Yes, at this point, Reen is actually getting proficient on using Valimar.
Is that?
The Ashen Chevalier, the hero of the Imperial Army.
The area beyond here is Imperial territory. You have no business treading into Crossbell. That was a warning. Try to advance any farther, and I will show no mercy.
All units retreat! We're returning to the outskirts of Altair!
Wow! You're amazing!
Well, bro, shut
I
up.
knew you were the one who ended the Civil War. But seeing you up close, you're really something else!
Not at all. I'm still fairly inexperienced, if you ask me. Recover the wounded and any POWs and return to Tangram Gate. Just remain vigilant until the speech is over.
Yes, sir!
Diverse assessment. The occupation.
It's now March 1205 of the Septian calendar. Over 2 months have passed since the Azure Tree vanished.
This is the upgraded version of Crossbell.
So much happened during those months. President Croix was arrested, Crossbell's movement for independence was promptly declared invalid. And before anyone could process what was going on, Speaker McDowell became Mayor McDowell.
Again, if you're wondering. This is again.
The war in Erebonia came to an end sooner than anyone had anticipated, but it was quickly followed by the invasion of Crossbell. Corellia Fortress, which once served as the only physical link between the two nations, was no more. But that proved to be little more than a temporary setback for the Imperial Army, who acted by flying hundreds of tanks over the state from a vast airship. In no time at all, Crossbell was occupied. The Calvard Republic, which had been wrapped up in its own share of chaotic internal disputes, finally reacted to Erebonia's bold invasion in turn. They began with sending its cutting-edge armored airborne divisions into Crossbell, hoping to force the Empire out of the region completely. But every attempt they made resulted in failure, as they were repelled effortlessly by one soldat after another. And today, at Orcus Tower, the new seat of Crossbell's government, the new rulers of Crossbell rose to deliver a rousing speech.
Yes, I forgot to mention, this is very long. This part is very, very long.
Friends and citizens, it brings me great pleasure to stand here among you once again. But even in the midst of such gladness, the specter of the harm Crossbell has visited upon the Empire lingers still. The destruction of Corellia Fortress and the ensuing civil war it caused has taken a great toll in resources and in lives. The anger, sorrow, and dismay in the hearts of the Erebonian people is still fresh, still too near. But today is a joyous day, a day to put the troubles of the past behind us. Let us join hands and step boldly into the future, leaving our anger and grief behind. Challenges will rise before us, but together we shall meet them. Together we can rise above the tumult of these troubled times. Men and women, old and young, rich and poor, those from every walk of life can share in these aspirations. Looking toward that goal, there is someone I'd like to introduce to you today. A brilliant young man who played a pivotal role in bringing Erebonia's civil war to its swift conclusion, and the individual most responsible for the historic accomplishment that sees me standing before you today. The first Governor General of Crossbell, Lord Rufus Alberea.
Yes. Here's the thing too, he's not a puppet.
Greetings, friends.
He's
it
not a
truly
puppet.
lifts my spirits to be here among you.
He's not being used as a puppet.
I'm honored
He's
to
doing
have
his
been
own
entrusted
thing.
with the profound responsibility of acting as Crossbell's first Governor General. As I'm sure you're all aware, the division between the nobility and the common people is a long-standing part of Erebonian life. Personally, I stand in support of our class system, but I fully expect that one day it will fade away. After all, if each citizen of the Empire conducts themselves with the courage, dignity, and grace expected of a noble, then what difference would remain between myself and any of you? As I hope for that day, allow me to speak not only as your Governor General, but as an individual when I say, in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Eugene III, I hereby proclaim the annexation of Crossbell into the Erebonian Empire.
May the goddess above stand witness, and may she forever bless Erebonia and Crossbell with the light of prosperity.
Yes, this whole annexation, it was planned. They were just waiting for a certain someone in Trust of Azure to do. We will get to that soon.
We've got some real larger-than-life characters in charge of us now.
Let's put this first. Gracelyn, she's a fan favorite.
Sure, the Imperial Chancellor's intimidating, but he's so charismatic that the people eat up his every word. They love the guy. I can see why he's the bee's knees over in Heimdall.
The new Governor General's something else too, albeit for different reasons. He's... how to put this? Difficult to hate. Like, he'd tell you to do something, and the next thing you know, you'd find yourself doing it just to see him crack a smile.
Well, Albaret is the name of one of the top noble houses in the Empire. Top 2, even. No surprise that the heir of such an affluent family would be popular. But it feels like there's more to him than that.
That's what gets me, though. Those two were on completely opposite sides during the war. So why are they both so buddy-buddy now? Very oddly sudden, in my opinion.
You're telling me? By the sounds of things, Erebonians can't make heads or tails of what's going on with it either. But you know how it is. There's so many rumors springing up thanks to the war, it's hard to tell truth from fiction.
Yeah, I've even heard about a 1,000-arch tall castle appearing in the capital. I mean, that's gotta be made up, right? There's no way something like that's real.
Quiet range.
You've got a real short memory if you think that's bull. The Azure Tree wasn't that long ago, you know.
Point taken.
Yes, this is the office of the Crossbell Times. What? Representative McDowell will be issuing a statement.
Sounds like something big's happening behind the scenes already.
I'll get to gathering some info on what's happening for our international section. Calvard's probably got some good stuff.
Works for me. Gotta use those connections of yours for something, after all.
Well, see you later.
Our independence came and went like bubbles on the water, and now we aren't even a state anymore. We're in for some tough times ahead. No, they always say that the pen is mightier than the sword. I won't let those guys outdo me. Chief, let me handle that story.
Which he tends to.
That's all we of Heiyue can do for you, I'm afraid.
Yes, my man, Cow.
The guards have been given a little incentive to stay out of your way. You should face no more obstacles in your operation.
Thanks, Sal.
Think nothing of it. It's my pleasure to play all the cards I can. The place you're aiming for is where all the information in Crossbell gathers, as well as its Achilles heel. What you're doing does us no shortage of favors, I'll have you know.
Well, just this once? I'm happy to hear that.
Do take care, Ying. My apologies. Rixia. I've received information that quite a skilled warrior is in Crossbell at the moment.
As have I. Nonetheless, thank you for your warning.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't want anything happening to a valuable future business partner. I believe that does it for me. I'll be praying for your success.
He's being awfully cooperative, isn't he? Then again, it's not a stretch to think he's only doing it because he's got something up his sleeve.
He's an incredibly shrewd man. Most likely, he's happy to do whatever will shine the most favorable light on him once Crossbell's occupation period is over.
True enough. He wouldn't want to screw up his chance to potentially play mediator between Crossbell and the Republic. I get the feeling he'd get along great with Lecter. He's our ally for now, but there's no guarantee how long that'll last.
Exactly. It's in our best interest to remain wary of him. Still, if working with him helps protect those I care about most, then I'll gladly do so.
Likewise.
Welcome to the Geofront. Yes, it's Crossbell City Underground Geofront E. Lawyer Benning! Rixia Mao. That's how some people will pronounce
Tio
it.
said to aim for the area up ahead. Crossbell's future rests in our hands, so let's get moving.
Right.
With this chapter alone, you will make your way through a dungeon controlling police detective. What? Through a dungeon controlling police. Controlling police detective Lloyd Bunning and art and shield performer Rixia Mao. Both link attacks and overdrives are available to them. Beat Lloyd. Whoops. Punch! Punch! Yes, Tom Fuzz. You want to get to know him better when we do Trails to Zero. So funny story. Lloyd and Rixia. So Rixia is your power hitter. Oh snap! It gave me my final weapon. Equip that junk. Equip that junk. So for now, we're gonna leave things as is. I got to know right now before I start messing around a bit. Yep. So we're gonna leave everything as is now, but Overment, they take. Lord would usually take rings. Yep, takes rings, but not everything's gonna be the same. And Rixia will take whoever holds your, technically your shadow ones. I can never remember this. But let's do this. Yep, that sucks because Lloyd is always the same in Trails to Zero and freaking Azure. He's your guided support. Yes, he is the weakest person in the game. And Rixia is your hardest hitter. Yep. Damn it, Lloyd. Always a pansy.